The fourth floor, corner apartment.
It's Kate Preston's building. Have your parents been divorced long?
The actual divorce was 3 years ago, but they were separated for a year before that.
Do you see your father much?
We have lunch when I'm in town.
It's very little.
No, actually, we have a very good relationship. Probably much better than most people who see their father all the time. It's just that my stepmother's a writer, and having us around makes her nervous.
I read that Lionel Trilling essay you mentioned. You really like Trilling?
Yes.
I think he's very strange. He says that nobody could like the heroine of Mansfield Park. I like her. Then he goes on and on about how we modern people of today, with our modern attitudes, bitterly resent Mansfield Park because its heroine is virtuous. What's wrong with a novel having a virtuous heroine?
His point is that the novel's premise, that there's something immoral in a group of young people putting on a play, is simply absurd.
You found Fanny Price unlikable?
She sounds pretty unbearable, but I haven't read the book.
What?
You don't have to have read a book to have an opinion on it. I haven't read the Bible either.
What Jane Austen novels have you read?
None. I don't read novels. I prefer good literary criticism. That way you get both the novelist's idea as well as the critic's thinking. With fiction, I can never forget that none of it ever really happened, that it's all just made up by the author.
One thing I like about him is he doesn't say all the expected things. He doesn't just agree with everything everyone else is saying.
That's true. He disagrees with everything everyone else says. Not sure for that.
He's quite good looking, though. I think serious guys tend to be better looking.
Ow!
The term bourgeois has almost always been one of contempt. Yet it is precisely the bourgeoisie which is responsible for, well, for nearly everything good which has happened in our civilization over the past 4 centuries. Do you know the French film, The Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie? When I first heard that title, I thought, finally, someone's going to tell the truth about the bourgeoisie. What a disappointment. It would be hard to imagine a less fair or accurate portrait.
Well, of course. Buñuel's a surrealist. Despising the bourgeoisie is part of their credo.
Where do they get off?
But the truth is, the bourgeoisie does have a lot of charm.
Of course it does. The surrealists were just a lot of social climbers.
Is there any more wine?
I like the French.
Really?
At least those I met in Grenoble.
Actually, the only girl I ever knew who studied in France stayed over there and got married. So I guess she liked the French, too.
I'm not sure I like them that much.